minister's profile. This is the first of its kind, and today I am so much privileged and most honored to have a wonderful legend. He's a living legend, as I'm telling you. He's such a great man of God. And today I'm very privileged to have him here with us and help me to welcome no other person than Reverend Shadrack King Kwabla. Reverend, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
I'm so happy to meet you today.
It is well.
It has been my dream to one day interview, and today God has answered my prayers.
We thank God. We thank God.
So, Papa, we are going straight to our discussion today.
Sure.
Who is King Kwabla?
All right. King Kwabla is a young man that was born in Tamani Town many years ago, and lived my life throughout in Newtown. Along the way, I discovered that God has a ministry of music and the preaching of the word for me. And that's what we've been doing for now. So that's the little I can say about myself.
Okay. So can you take us back to your those days when you were coming up? How was it like?
Okay. You know, I was born into a Christian home. So not only was I born into a Christian home, my parents did really help me, shape me in the Christian values. They took me to every Christian gathering, everyone. My family was the type who doesn't meet church. They are always at every Christian gathering. So you grew up in a church environment, and the values that they deposited in you as being what has brought me this far. You understand? So they've helped me, especially shaping my life. I can remember those days, very young, almost every dawn, see my dad or my mom coming around to pray for me, lay hand. I can remember those days, and so I know they've really been of good help to me.
Sure.
But they became my foundation. Yeah.
Wow. So what are some of the fond memories that you had? Something that was peculiar to you when you were coming up?
All right. When I was coming up, by then we were closer to the beach. So days we don't go to school, and when we come for vacation like this, we normally go to the beach side and go for these empty cans, come and sit by a ghetto around the place. We say we are drumming, having church service and those things, disturbing. Later did I know that God was shaping my skill for music and for drums. Wow. So at a very tender age, three years thereabout, we were doing that. And at church too, I had one man, he's late, may his soul rest in perfect peace. That is Mr. Emmanuel Shamo, aka Gomez.
Oh yeah. I think I remember that man.
Yeah. He's a very good.
He's a percussionist.
Yes. Very good man. He's a type when you see there are people when kids are coming closer to the drums, they'll be sacking the person. But this person, no, don't do that. Allow him to come. So he will allow me and give me the chance to even take the stick and do what I will do, especially when it's closing. Sure. And all those things, I realized that it helped my music ministry. It helped my music ministry along the way. So there are memories I always have in mind. It is fresh on my mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you have some of these kids that you were growing up with? Do you still have some of them in memory? Those that have gone with you in ministry now?
Yes. We those we were growing up with. Yes. I have a lot of people we grew up with, especially from where we resided first. Someone like Reverend Moses Annan was we stayed in the same house.
Sure.
Grew together along the way. Came to meet my brother. He's now a deacon in Full Gospel, Deacon Stephen Ankara.
Okay.
Martin Ofoe and the likes.
So you grew up with all these people? Wow.
We grew up together. Yeah.
Thank God. It's like this transition has been wonderful.
Sure.
It has been wonderful. Yeah. And it always encourages us that we should keep friends.
Sure.
We should keep friends.
Yeah.
And we should keep positive friends.
Yeah.
So how did your family help you in this carrying out your music ministry at a tender age? You know, some of these parents, when kids are growing up with certain talent or giftings, they tend to suppress them. So how did yours come about?
Like I said earlier, mine gave me the room to always be at church. You understand? Because the talent I have, let me put it this way, is the church that I always beat it. So always when I go to church, and when I'm going closer to the instrument, like some parents will come and carry you. They don't want to do that because they realize that it's something that I really like to do. So they just allow me. And by the grace of God, like I said, Mr. Shamu will also give me the chance and be going closer to it. And with time, they saw that I'm playing some nice rhythms. I said, no, this thing is not noise making, it's rhythm. So
Sure.
then he'll be coaching me small about that. And by the time you see, yeah, I became a church drummer. So my parents really supported. They were praying with me and they were helping me, encouraging me that if this is what I'm doing for the Lord, and I should do it well.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
They really helped me.
in your school going days, what were some of the encounters you had, especially school ministry and all those things?
Okay.
How was it like?
From my primary school to JHS, I was doing culture. You see, the school culture troupe, I was
Yes.
part of them. It's music.
Yeah.
So I was drumming and dancing alongside.
Sure.
And later, when I got to JHS, I joined the school choir. And that's where I love, because I'm into music already, drumming. So I love songs. So I joined the school choir. And one of the things that I always remember in the school choir is that one of the days we went to rehearsals and my choir master virtually asked me to go out, sack me out of the meeting. He said my voice wasn't good. He said I can't sing any of the parts, treble, soprano, tenor, bass. I can't sing. And it was very tough for me, but I took it that way and I left. But that didn't discourage me because if it did, it wouldn't bring me this far. So what I did was once I went to secondary school, because the passion is there, it's in my spirit. Yeah. I didn't know of the school choir when that is a school choir, and we have a group called outreach singers. These outreach singers, though we are based in the school, we normally go outside. They invite us. I went to a boys' school, Accra Academy.
Okay.
So it was only boys, and they invite us for programs. It was then that the interest became so high because I had a leader who was very good. There were other leaders I met, but there was one Felisoa. He's an ICGC, but I've forgotten the temple that he is now. A very good man. It's a long time I got in touch with him though, but I met him and he also gave me a lot of encouragement because he was our leader then.
Sure.
So it encouraged me, exposed me to music. Then we're not open to foreign music.
Sure.
There is a local ones we knew, but we went to school and see that people are coming from all walks of life. So they are exposed to these charismatic songs, and so we got involved, and the interest for the music ministry became something else, and the Lord took it to another level altogether.
That's a great transition. So I remember you are one type who you were not too. I'm not going to say you are not too good with the local, but I've realized that your passion for the foreign song is on a different level. I don't know if it is the school thing that changed your orientation.
No, sure, it's a foundation.
Okay.
So because you went to school and you met people, their line of music is the foreign.
Sure.
So you also fell in love. I get it.
Yeah.
So even at my church, the local branch I was then, anytime they call me, that one is what I'll go with. And we see people talking about it. After this man there, anytime they call him, bluffo. But I knew that along the road, it helped the choir.
Yeah.
Especially the junior choir, they pick it up. Yeah. And they're also good in presenting the foreign songs or the contemporary gospel songs.
Okay, wow. So what were the problems that you faced growing up, and how were you able to overcome them?
Okay, so as a young person who has not entered into such ministry before, then, when I say then, I'm talking about somewhere 96, 95, 96, thereabout going. You don't have anybody to hold your hand like people are having now. Like somebody to be a mentor to you, to somebody to say that it is done this way, this is how we sing it, this is that, this is how you have to train your voice. There was nobody like that. So we're left alone to do things the way we thought was right. that. But one thing too that really helped me, I was a type. You said that you are adding up. So some of the things that were becoming like a challenge to you, you were getting solutions from those meetings or those programs. I go to program a lot at a very tender age. When I hear of the program, maybe from here to Accra, I will go and sit down. You sit down, you see something new, then I pick it. When I come down, then my choir, my people were also practicing it. So the challenges I had was you didn't have anybody to help you grow, but by attending such meetings and seminars, you were getting some kind of solutions to your challenges. Yeah.
Very good. So, at what point did you really saw that this is my calling and I have to answer to it?
All right. After secondary school, 96, the call came very strong. I was in school and we went for, how do you call it? We went for prep. So we went to fellowship. So fellowship ended, I think fellowship ended by 6:30 or 6 o'clock or so. I've forgotten the exact time. And from there, we went straight to prep. So when I went to prep, you see that the atmosphere of the fellowship, I was so charged that it's like I'm seeing the spirit and I'm going to sit by my book. And my spirit is far from where I was, the book. So I was like, oh God, if that be the case, because I couldn't control myself, but I'm seated by my book and I couldn't read. I said, God, if that be the case, put a song into my mouth. And put a song into my mouth became my first song I ever wrote.
Wow.
That was 96. And God put a song into my mouth. And the title of the song is Put a Song into My Mouth.
Wow.
So I started singing it. So from there, I realized, no, God has something unique for me when it comes to music. Wow. So I discovered that around 96.
Around 96. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Then I was somewhere around class 2. Wow. What an experience.
Yeah.
Wow. So then how did you channel it into a ministry?
All right. So since I saw that my prayers were going towards that direction, I was somebody, like I said from the beginning, I came to meet a family that prays. So automatically the spirit of prayer also became part of me. So I was just praying to it, and I saw myself with some young people doing some music stuff. Then I said, no, then I have to involve into music with the young ones. And now, then at church, we have the senior choir, we have the junior choir. So we can't start another choir again.
Sure.
So the Holy Spirit just ministered to me. Like I said, around that time, no mentor.
Sure.
Nobody should go and tell to Papa, this is what I'm feeling. How do I go about it? I get in it. And I didn't also discuss with my parents, but I just prayed about it. And I felt in my spirit that you are for your ministry, it shouldn't be a church base. It should be outside the church. So this become a non-denominational, interdenominational. So by the grace of God, I'm the one who started interdenominational, a young person. By then there was a group for adults. But when it comes to the younger ones, teenagers, by the grace of God, we started in this town, non-denominational. So when I started, I mentioned it to them. They were like, hey, do you think it's going to be easy? Because will people allow their children coming from the background that these children are not your church members? If they are only your church members, that will be fine.
Sure.
But this one, somebody belong to a different church, will it be easy that way? So we are praying about it. It's God. So that's how it started.
Okay.
We started with a non-denominational where it came to the Voices of the End Time, known as the Voted Family.
Yes.
Yes. So that is how it started, 97.
Okay.
Yeah.
Voted. I thought you inherited it from somebody, or you. So you rather started it.
What happened was that there were a group of young people who started a group.
Sure.
And they wanted to sing. So when I was in school, they had me in mind as their leader.
Oh, okay.
So when I came in, and I just stepped into it, but I realized that along the road, they all stepped out.
Okay.
So it became a branch, a vision that I gave birth to now, to bring people, do this and do that and do that, bringing them in.
Wow. Very nice. So, what was your greatest achievement with the ministry? Achievement. What are some of the things you have been able to achieve?
Okay. One of the things, when I talk about achievement, I look at investment made into the lives of people. I count that as an achievement because you see, if an investment is made into somebody, anywhere the person will excel.
Sure.
So I count that one. By the grace of God, through that, even this Sunday, one of my sons organizes a program in their church, and that's been ongoing for the past 11 years, and I've been on for the past 10 years.
Wow.
And he called me on Monday and he was thanking me. He said, all this thing came because of you.
Wow.
When I came to join the group in 99, the training you gave to us, the prayers, the word of God, the songs, it is all this. At a point, that young man wasn't a song leader in the group. He's a backer.
Wow.
But once, you see, those times, once they know you are part of it, they know they are good material.
Sure.
So now when they needed somebody for the choir, they called him. He also didn't reject it. He took it up. All he did was to take his notebook and go to all the songs we were learning then and started teaching them, praying with them, practicing the same things we were doing. And by the grace of God, he's a choir director.
Wow.
And he's assistant or associate pastor in their church at the moment. So he's not the only person. There are a lot of people that we invested into, and they are key leaders in their church. Others are pastors today. Others are into music, and they are doing well. I don't want to mention it, but a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah, me myself, I'm part of it. Me myself, I'm part.
A lot of them. I remember one day, a woman of God, that is the pastor's husband, so a lady minister posted something. The husband was like, "Osofo, these are your handiwork. You played a role in all these things." So when I see those things, I know, God, you have done it a lot for me.
Sure.
So these are the impacts we've made in the life of people. Yeah.
So let's come to music.
Yeah.
So let me come to your first ever music that you wrote.
Okay.
What was the inspiration?
That's what I said, that I came from the presence of God. And it's like, let me take it this way. Like you have eaten something and you are not satisfied.
Sure.
What do? You crave for more. So I went to the presence of God, and I wasn't satisfied with the presence because of time, you have to cut it short and go to prep. Then all of a sudden, I go to prep and the focus is not there. My spirit is still hot. And I said, Holy Spirit, just put a song into my mouth. So that was when the song just came straight. So when it started coming down, I started writing. So I sang the song throughout the 2-hour prep. But I made sure I didn't disturb anybody. I was singing under to myself. Didn't disturb anybody. So that's how it came.
Wow. So over the years, how many songs have you been able to write personally?
Personally, at a point, I lost count. But as it stands now, I have about 30 songs.
30 songs. Wow.
Yeah, I have about 30 songs. If it's not more, yeah, about 30 songs. But as it stands, I have to take time and look at it very properly.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what is your type of gospel music? What is your type?
Type, like, if you can.
Like maybe you have a particular style that
okay.
You are dealing with.
Okay. You know, we have the praise style, we have the worship.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a worship person. I would like to go the worship way. Yes, because that's what I'm good at. Yeah. Though I do praise and worship though, but I see myself flowing more in that area. And one thing about me is that I don't want to do what everybody does. I want to do what I think God wants me to do. Because there are times when I'm going to do what somebody else is doing, you may lose your identity.
Sure.
That is it. Because imagine me going the Francis Amu way. I don't have that energy and you understand. Or maybe Sonny Badu. You can't, but I have my own unique style. Sure. So, yeah, I want to go the worship way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with the songs that you've written, do you intend, like, what has become of them?
Okay. The point, at a point, we did one at our program, and we from there we did a little bit of editing and drop it on YouTube. But over the years, try going to studio, had some great disappointments some time ago, and resources at a point also made me to withdraw.
Okay.
But I sat down and said, no, all these things cannot stop what God has given, because we sing one of my songs, a song that we've written for the program. Most of the times, is connected to the theme of the program. Yeah, so every year, so I was like, these things cannot go away. So we started working things out by the grace of God.
And I'm telling you the fact, people are waiting
Yeah.
to hear
Yeah, it's true.
songs.
Yeah,
I'm not lying to you.
Yeah, it's true.
Because sometimes when I come for your programs, people are like, hey, Reverend Shadrack, he has songs. Why would he be come out like, like the Joe Metals and then, well.
So very soon we'll be coming.
So listeners, you can from his own mouth, he said, very soon next year we should expect something, and we'll be praying for that. Be praying for that.
Yeah.
So so in writing songs, what are some of the things you consider?
You see, the songs come by inspiration. Maybe you're in church, a word will come. Like, let's say somewhere last year at church, that was a Women's Week.
Sure.
So they are having their program, and they called somebody to come and pray. So when a woman was praying, he said, when God was giving out his properties, he said in account, and this was said, Nyami chani japadi ani nyodima any Christo. And I said, Nya any Christo. And that word clicked into my spirit, and a song started flowing out of it. So I just went outside and go and record it.
Wow.
So that I will not forget it. Do you understand? Sure. So it's by the Holy Spirit inspiration, it's by preaching. I remember many years ago, I don't know whether if I've shared it with him before, that is Reverend Sankar, somewhere either it will be between 96 to 98 thereabout. He was preaching this Christmas revival service. I was preaching, and I was talking about the birth of Jesus, and so there another song dropped into my spirit. So it comes through the word of God. It comes when I'm in my quiet moment, having a quiet time. Sometimes I can be in my bathhouse, and I always tell people that my bathhouse is an altar, because most times I get there, I hear words, I hear songs, so I don't play with that place. So anytime I go to shower, I open up my spirit. It comes through that. So.
That's also peculiar with me.
Yeah.
Anytime I enter the bathroom like that, it's like my antennas are open. So then, so sometimes I call my manager. I'm like, it just cable. So I want to ask this question: how would you measure the success of your ministry?
Okay, like I said earlier, it's by the impact I've made in the people. And number two is seeing people do the things I taught them or the things I do.
Okay.
Because if it isn't a good thing, they wouldn't pick it up.
Sure.
Because you can, let me put it this way. When the voted was in existence, I'm using the word existence because when voted was there, we're not just singing. People who come to join us, they ask us whether we are singers or prayer warriors. Because we have special days for prayers. Every August, we hosted 1 day fasting and prayer on the park in the evening. We bring speakers, we pray. Every December, we go to camp. I can't be too worse. Even at a time, it was thrice in a year. We do it around the first term vacation, those times, somewhere April, then we do it in the long vac. I guess that one is done internally. We do it within town. Then December we'll go outside, external. But look at some of the schools started organizing classes, so you can't be camping them while there's classes. So we have to leave the other two and focus on the December one. You understand? Sure. So you go there, the things we are doing. We have what we wake up at dawn. We have Good Morning Jesus, which is morning devotion. We pray. After that, we come and do what we call Alone with God, quiet time. Come and study. From there, we'll go what we call the impartation service or impartation class, where we go and learn. We bring in a speaker from 9 to, then we'll go to siesta, go and rest. Then we'll come for the afternoon impartation. When we close, we'll go and break our fast. Then in the evening, we come and have either a midnight prayer time all night or a prayer chain. You understand? So you see this thing and people are doing. Like I told you, the gentleman that I said he hosted a program, he's a pastor.
Yeah.
Hosted a program. He said that all these things are the trainings we gave to us. The company, he said, when he joined the group, doesn't know how to pray. But he saw young men praying and said he desired to pray like them. And he told God once, he said, God, if you can make me to pray in the spirit, pray in tongues, I'll pray more than all these people. And he said, didn't know how it came. All of a sudden, he started speaking in tongues. And today, not only is he a pastor, a singer, he's praying a lot. So you see this thing and you say, no, you have been successful in your venture. You understand? You have been successful in your venture, and the programs too will host, the kind of people we bring, and the kind of impact it makes on people. Sometimes you don't know, but people will mention it to you that this thing or this thing, I was blessed. I said, wow. So you see that you are successful in your venture. So I keep telling people that if it becomes difficult that we are not getting money to do the program, we have to do everything possible to do, because at times the program is not for everybody. It could be for only one person.
Sure.
God is trying to be a blessing to somebody or give somebody a breakthrough. So once that person is there, we need to push through. Sure. And lo and behold, you finish, and by the end of the day, you see that no, somebody has received a miracle, a testimony. So I measure that as a success.
Wow.
Sure.
So on the issue of hosting programs. So with you, what goes into your organizing of programs?
What exactly? So that
like,
I know where.
You see, people organize programs, but probably the purpose is lost.
Okay.
So what do you look forward to?
All right.
In organizing your programs?
Okay. The what we look for is to make impact in the life of people, to gather people to come and worship Jesus.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, I believe that every worship service, there must be a miracle.
Sure.
Something must happen.
Sure.
So that is what motivates me to host programs. I tell people that if it's about what to get from programs, like I'll stop a long time. Because there is no single program we have organized where we've gotten profit. At the end of the day, you make loss, and you have to come and look for money to go and pay. Then why don't you stop hosting the program? We are not stopping because at every gathering, God has somebody to visit. Just like the man by the waters, 38 years.
Sure.
It was his day, and he had it. There is somebody who is oppressed, that God is going to use our program at that particular year to minister to the person. So because of that, we are encouraged to do it. Some of the times you don't know, but later you will get to know.
Sure.
At every gathering, at every meeting. Last year like this, when we were ministering, I was told somebody came and the person was shedding tears whilst the administration was going on. What is the problem? Because the songs that was being sung, it's like a message that is addressing the things she was going through. And the tears, to me, she was weeping out her challenges.
Yeah.
I get it. So this story like this will inspire you.
Sure.
And you want to do it the more. So we are inspired by the impact we make in the lives of the people, not by what we get. Yes. At times I look to the program, but you still have to push through.
Sure.
Because it's God that is involved. You understand? So I'm always motivated by the impact, the results, the testimonies I get from people.
So with the impact, I want you to, for the purpose of our viewers,
yeah.
I want you to throw more light on some of the testimonies that you have received during your programs.
Yeah. Okay. All right. One of them was a lady who has been on medication for almost about 10 years. And when we hosted the program, then it was themed Shadrack and play Mighty Thanksgiving. So she said when she came around, she had an encounter. She told God that I'm going to your presence. So you see, the people attending the program must place a demand on God.
Sure.
Because if you don't, it will become like a casual service. You have come. You will come that way and go. You must place a demand. Say, this program I'm going, must do something about it for me. She said after that program till now, she has never taken medicine.
Wow.
10 years.
Wow.
She has never taken medicine. 10 years. There was a lady who organized a program. She came and she came to sow an altar seed. You see, people don't understand some of these things. Some of the times, when you engage the altar, it opens the eye of the servant of God into your life.
Sure.
The altar is a place where anything can happen. When she was going, I just heard a word. And I told her, no, I see you going to the UK, going to do this work and work. She laughed because either she wasn't having a passport or she wasn't having that in mind.
Okay.
Could you believe that? After that word, I think either a month, 2 or 3, the lady came to my office and she was smiling. I said, what is happening? It has happened.
My
But she's
goodness.
going in the next few days. And that time we hosted a program, and I just felt inspired that come and engage the altar if you want, you feel like traveling. And I did, and I declared, I think the program was in November, I declared that before the first week of, I think November 21st, thereabout, I declared before the end of the first week in December, you'll be out. And somebody that one of our members invited, like after the word came, like some 10 days, the guy has gone.
My goodness.
Went to Israel and they sent a message that this is it. There are numerous type ones. Some people came with some stomach issue or let's say ulcer.
Awesome.
Yeah. And those people were healed. Another person, for that person, I don't know what, but I just felt the Lord drop a word in my spirit. There's somebody here that your sister is going to be operated, surgery, Monday. The Lord says that it will not come on again. Wow. I didn't know who the person was. But the people came. They said when you went to the hospital on Monday, the doctor said there's nothing there. So it will not happen. They were in a meeting. Wow. Nothing will happen again. And they mentioned it to me and I was broken. Wow. You understand? Yes. We come there and headaches. Charlie, like I said, a lady was weeping. He said the moment she wept, she felt very light. Realized that some burden had been taken off the shoulder. And she became free. Some of the members are like those who will be ministry. They are torn between coming and going to do something that is required of them from their boss or their work is required. They will ignore it and come to work. Come to the program. By the time they will go, a different door has been opened altogether. People get employment. We're in one of the meetings and somebody was called there for job employment. Wow. These things, who I get me, wow. They are the doings of God. So wow. When you hear the testimonies, now what we are trying to do is that with time, we'll give opportunity to 1 or 2 or 3 people to share their experiences, their testimonies in the previous program.
Sure. So
that when people get to hear it, you know that, hey, this thing we are coming, people are getting this, and must also place a demand on God. Sure. And must come to receive something.
So that was some of the testimonies are just wonderful.
Yeah.
And I like what you said, that you don't just go for programs without expectation.
Yeah.
Place demand on God.
It's true.
And that is what is going to open up your spirit to receive.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. What a revelation. So in this, as a music minister, what has been your biggest challenge?
All right. Our challenges has always been, because you're a non-denominational, you don't have a place of your own.
Sure.
So a place of meeting with the required instrument has always been a challenge. And we are also looking at, the venue, you're looking at instrument. It has been a challenge because if you don't have those things, your musical skill can be affected.
Sure.
Because you go to rehearsals. The last time I was telling somebody that the players you have, or like the instrumentalists you have, can also shape the choir.
Yeah.
It can shape the choir because the instrumentalist will place a demand on the choir.
Sure.
And the choir too will be responding to that. You understand? So if you don't have the instrument, the venue to do this thing, it's become the challenge. Because today you are here, people want you out. Tomorrow you are here, they want you out. So at a point, you'll be meeting, you'll be rehearsing from place to place. Yes. And also the other challenge is that because the people belong to churches, in my ministry, what I believe in that once you come to my ministry, your first commitment goes to your church.
Sure.
I tell them, and I tell you, your first commitment goes to your church. So let's put it this way. If I need you for a program and your church needs you, go to your church. Because that is your mother church.
Yeah.
You understand? So some of the times we have the challenges of program crashing and other things. So you don't get to the full strength of the choir, or you can't rehearse. Maybe the day of your going, you meet a little bit earlier, then you can do some dress rehearsals before you go to the program. So these are the challenges. Financially, because every program comes with finance. You have to rent virtually everything: venue, instrument, lighting, honorarium for. So virtually everything becomes money. So that is one of the challenges too we go through. Yeah.
I want to ask this frank question. As a leader in a ministry, have you been faced with a challenge of people? I don't know, but people placing you within a category where you want to answer yourself, but you don't find the right answers to give to them. Like a situation has come, and it's like you are the focal point of the discussion.
Oh, okay. It happens a lot. Once you are working with people, it's not everybody will be agreeing with you. Okay. Somebody once said that somebody can be around you, but it's not with you. And somebody can be with you, but it's not for you.
Yeah.
You understand? These things are bound to happen. So as a leader, you face such challenges where people may think you are in favor with somebody that them, or you like somebody that they are like, or maybe you spoke. I remembered in one of our programs, this one is a national program where I expected an instrumentalist to work on a particular song. They didn't work on it that way. I wanted to sing it and it didn't go well. So after that program, I really fired. Later we met for review and somebody was not happy the way I spoke. I said, no, throughout the week you did well. Did I say anything wrong? I commended you. So if something has gone wrong, I need to address it as well. You understand? Yes. So it happens like that. People will feel that they shouldn't be. And sometimes as a leader, you have to be very firm. You have to be very strong. If you don't do that, people will take it for granted. And when I did that, some people got to know that, hey, this man is not just a quiet man.
Yeah.
There is another side of him. So if I want to misbehave, that side will be shown. You understand? So it happens. So challenges are about to come. They are about to come where people think you prefer. I believe in this. This is what I believe in. If you're in a group and one person is going to do all the songs well, and you put the group on a particular platform or put us at a particular stage, I prefer that way than you will do my try where somebody come and do it and it's not going well. That notwithstanding, I also expect that every member of the group should shape himself, train himself to come out from the level you were when you came to the group and go to another level. You must not. You shouldn't be a backer throughout your life.
Sure.
Leave the backing stage, leave the DVs, and come and be a front line. A liner and be leading. So I believe in that. Okay. So that sometimes people will feel we are giving song to. In the earlier stages of ministry, it was happening, or where they are giving song to, because there are some voices. Your voice cannot do the song. So you have to look at the voice and look at. So at a place, I'll never give a foreign song to some people. Never. If nobody comes,
then you do your thing.
Then that is it. We're not giving, but when it comes to local too, I'll not give it to some people.
Yeah.
Because they are not good at that.
Sure.
But when it comes to the foreign, they will kill the thing for you nicely. And you go. So if you are desiring to do foreign songs, then get the foreign flair so that I can flow along. Sure. Because once you do that, you'll not be having any issue.
Sure.
You understand?
Yes. Yeah. And to add this question, have you lost a key member in your ministry, and then how did it affect you, and how were you able to adjust yourself?
It has happened several times, but I will answer this question in two ways. One, for those who think that if they are not there, nobody can do, it's a lie. God has somebody warming up on the bench. The moment you leave, the person will show up. I'm telling you honestly. When Voices started, we had one lady who was very good at doing foreign songs. All of a sudden, they were traveling outside. And we're like, we've lost a gem. The moment she traveled, somebody came in. And within a short time, we forgot the person who left. Because the person who came was better. You understand?
Sure.
And along the road, you see that when they start growing and church is placing more demand on them, they don't become available again. So I understand. People tell me that, oh, this and this. I said, okay, no problem, you can go. Others still don't say anything, and they go when you ask them before they tell me, no problem. And the person who came to step in also left. Then I got so at a particular time, at any time, when somebody leaves, another person comes. But sometimes, so that as a leader, what I do is that I make sure that I don't allow one person to take the shine or to become like the boss, so that when he or she is not there, the group will be lacking or wanting. So at every given time, I get one or more or two or three people in a particular area, so that if you leave, I've lost instrumentalists, key instrumentalists where I've felt it. But I see God being so good, within some of the shortest possible time, you get people coming in to fill the gap. It's not easy.
Sure.
I get it. It's not easy to lose. Everybody doesn't want to lose his or her key members, but sometimes it happens due to maybe they've relocated, or maybe assignment at church or work, family. You know, once people are growing, they are getting married. When you get married, you will not be getting the time you used to get when you were single, because the partner and they be away me, those kind of stuff. So it will do this thing. Talking about some of the challenges, is like when I was single, I go anywhere and come anywhere. But when I got married, you see that the team was there. So in the beginning, my wife wasn't getting the picture very well. So sometimes I was complaining. And you know, you're in a community where people like to talk, hey, he's going, those kind of things too will come. So one day I sat there and I said, no, you know what? This is the work God has called me to do. And it's about going to programs and everything. So let's understand it. So that's the way I have to solve it. Now, when we get to times, we go together. And when we go and they see that we have gone, we are keeping long. Oh, let's go. Today they have no go. Because we go and keep long. This Saturday I went to a program. I came home 12 midnight. So imagine we all left 6.
Come that time.
You mean I'm comfortable. So later I did this thing. I spoke to her about it. That is so she saw that no, that is the nature of the work. So that problem was solved. So what I do is to make up the time I don't make for them or have for them when it's vacation or when the school comes on break like this. We could travel, we go to places, go and spend some few days as a family so that we can bond. You understand? So that was one of the challenges, because the ministry was taking more time of the family.
Okay.
And once your family doesn't work, forget ministry. It will not work.
It won't work.
It will not work at all. So must make the family work for the ministry to do what? To work. So when I started doing those things, taking them out, going on vacation, going for holidays, and here and there, it has really helped the family. Yeah.
Okay, so coming to your ministry again.
Yeah.
I know you are the magnifications director for Full Gospel Church. You are also a reverend.
Yeah.
And then outside it, you are having your own music ministry that you have.
Yeah.
How are you able to merge this together? And also, have you come to that point where you felt, okay, let me jump and then just probably let me be here and that's it?
To whom much is given, much is expected. And I realized that I'm a type, what I can't do, I'll not go for it in the first place.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have time for. So when come to groups, associations and other things and I don't have time, I'll tell you from the beginning. But once I give you a yes, I'll make sure that I'm available. So what I do is that I know, like you said, I'm the National Magnification Director. Simply put, for those who don't understand, the National Music Director of the church. Now, my ministry is with people. You have executives, you have leaders.
Yeah.
And your services are needed at one particular time. So what happens is that we have a vision for the year. So once you have that vision or you have a plan for the year, you know that at this time you are here, you are here, you are here, you are here. So that one does not conflict with what I'm doing outside the non-denominational group, because that one too has its own vision. It doesn't conflict with it. Okay. So like I said earlier on, our churches come before the group come. So where there will be conflict, then there must be a sacrifice.
Sure.
We have to change something or shift something so that this one, the church own can stand. So with that mentality, kind of attitude, I'm able to do this and do that. You understand? Yeah. Because we have a calendar or you have events for the year. You know that at this particular time, so we don't put certain, you understand, so that you can't be torn into, you are torn between two programs. Your group is organizing, the church is organizing. Should I be here? When my church is organizing, my group will not do anything automatically. Sure. That's how it goes. So that's how I've managed it over the years. Sometimes I want to bring about some challenges, but I'm able to manage it and let my leadership know that for this is how it's going. And the church, this is how we're also going. Yeah.
Okay. There's this question I've been wanting to ask. Some of these ministers, they are in one particular church. Maybe they started with one church. Now, along the way, when they start getting name or they are being known, then all of a sudden, you see them move to probably a different church where they feel they have a bigger platform. What would be your intake on this?
This thing, there are two sides to it. Where the Lord is leading you to a place,
okay,
and where you are leading yourself to a place.
Okay.
The Lord leading you is not the same as you are leading yourself to a place. No. If it's the Lord that is leading, nobody can do anything about it. I remembered years back, I had some ladies in my group. The church they belonged to, they wanted to quit the church to a different place. I stood in and said no several times. I said no, because I don't want the case where people say when they join your group and you have asked them to stop the church or something like that. Because all those who are beyond me, I've not asked anybody to stop their church and come to my church before.
Sure.
Along the road, when they feel that, where I am, I don't want to, but I want to be here, I said, you should do the right thing. Fine. So these ladies, I told them no, but one day I heard in my spirit that I shouldn't block their blessings. I shouldn't stand their way. Wow. So I kept quiet. When they said they want to go, I said, okay. For the very time, that next one they told me, I didn't say, I said, okay. I said, okay, are you sure I said, no, I just felt in my spirit that I shouldn't stand your way. And lo and behold, when we went to the other church, they're doing well. They became leaders, handled the choir. So I realized that this is God. At one time, one of my key instrumentalists told me that the Lord is leading him to a different church. He said, the Lord. I said, hey, wow. So I also pray about it, and I felt you should go. It's not as if we have somebody else.
Sure.
There was somebody there who is now learning. It's not perfect, but I still have to. And I saw that after the person left, the person is doing well. But now, there are people who go, one, because of offense. Number two, because of, how do you call it? The money and the fame and all those things. That is very dangerous. Because you see, everybody has a place God has planted them.
Sure.
Matthew 15:13 says that any plant that my Father has not planted shall be uprooted. Listen, when you're talking about plant is not only plant in a tree. Isaiah 61 verse 3 calls believers, Christians or the righteous, it calls them trees of righteousness.
Yeah.
When we read Psalm 1, it talk about it shall be like a tree planted. So it's the believer. So in this context, the believer is being referred to as a tree. So in Matthew 15:13 is talking about any tree that's not planted. So where you are not planted by God, you can't stand. You'll be uprooted.
Sure.
So young ones must learn to know when to go where. A lot of churches have come for me. They've pushed me. Oh, come to our church. We'll give you this. I remember when I completed Bible school, I went out to go and buy something. When I came, the group of pastors who completed school were waiting to do some clearance and just come. And I saw some people came that they wanted pastors and I followed them and said, hey, just like that. After some 2-3 months, I saw one of them very rich. I said, oh, so for what happened? So these people don't mind that they came to deceive us. They said they will give us an apartment. They will give us money every month and take care of us, this and this. And I said, he said, if you didn't descend and you left. You see, everybody has been planted at a place. When you leave your place, when you leave your place where God has positioned you, you will struggle.
You'll be displaced.
Sure. When you be displaced. But if it's God who is sending you there. So I think the young ones must be careful. Sometimes it's funny enough, following some lady to the church. Somebody is following a man to the church. And those things. But you must know that you are planted at a place. If it's not God who has planted you there, you'll be uprooted. You can't stand. You go there, you are very good when you were where you were. But you only get there and see that things are not moving on well. That you move to a place where you have not been moved to. And people follow money. Listen to me. You see, money is not everything. Money is not everything. Money is not everything. So you follow money and you go And now when you're not getting the way you are getting, once you move with money, definitely somebody will offer something higher than where you are.
Yeah.
So we keep moving. So let's say that in a year, when you have 3 offers, the first one was good, the second one was better, and the third one was best. So in 3 years, in 1 year, you move to 3 places. Another, it will keep coming. So I think the young ones must learn to stay at one place. It's very important. Must learn how to stay at one place. And what they must rather do that, whatever they are not seeing where they are, they should create it. They should make it happen.
Okay.
That's what I did. I get it. What I was not seeing around my place, I was making it happen.
Sure.
I didn't go anywhere. So the young ones must really learn how to station, because with me, anybody who knows me knows that I've been in full gospel throughout my life.
Sure.
There were instances where people were trying to pull me out. Myself, got a time I had some slight challenges, or I had some challenges. I nearly left, but I said, no, this is my church. Let me be there. What I always tell people, that until the Lord is asking me to move out, I'll stay. Because if you move on your own, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Abraham was with their parents, even at 70 years with their parents. He didn't have intention of moving. What is a 70-year man going to do outside? Even young men are struggling. How much is 70? What strength does he have then? But when it was God that moved him, look at the story now.
Sure.
When God moved him when he didn't tell him where he was going. So move out of your father's house and go. Just until God made him, get him a place, and then gave me some promises along the road. Look at where we are today. Today we all connect to Abraham's blessings.
Sure.
You understand? So if it is God that is moving you out, nothing can fail. But if you move out yourself, you will fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So the thing is, make sure you make it happen. What you feel your church is lacking, let it make it.
That is it.
Don't just be moving because you feel people are moving. So you want to be there. Wow. So, Papa, I want to ask, so what have been some of the criticisms that you've come across, and how were you able to handle them?
You know, it's funny, the place you're coming from, when you are pioneering something, they see it as pride. And I realized that then people don't have the understanding. I remember somebody was sharing with me. He said the wife was in a vehicle going somewhere. There's some people in a vehicle, but then we were hosting a program. We brought the miracle, and they said Pastor Azar also.
Yeah. At Full Gospel.
Yes. I think that should be 2021.
Yeah.
We brought the 2 of them, and the people sat in the car. When I'm a fan, but they will not come. All these people, they will not come. We wake up, we are doing big things and stuff. Meanwhile, you don't know the connection, because maybe they might have tried bringing them and they didn't come. But I see, sometimes, such people, it's about relationship.
Sure.
And sometimes God lays them on your heart.
Yeah.
Because they don't also just wake up and go to program.
Sure.
Father, this is an invitation. Should I go? And the Spirit of the Lord will impress upon their heart that they should do what? Go. And they do. You see? So they criticize you when you wake up. You are doing big things. And meanwhile, I've not gone to you for any help. I've not come for you for any support or something like that. So it comes when you see you doing something instead of new. Hey, how are you able to go about this thing? So that I can learn from you. They rather criticize. And one thing I do is that with such people, I don't give them my attention. Okay. Because once I give them my attention, they'll become my direction. I don't do it. You understand? When they criticize me, I just let go. But in the criticism, when I see that there's something that they are saying that is true, that they are not saying it well, by using I think, though they are criticizing me, they are saying something, let me pay attention to it. That okay. I do. But if it is out of shared jealousy and hatred, I don't mind them.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Because if you are going to listen to every criticism, you'll be at one place, you don't move.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you pay attention to criticism, you lose focus. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
Wow. So in have you come to the point where you nearly answered somebody for criticizing you so badly that you wanted to retaliate?
But by nature, I'm a type that over the years, I've trained myself that I'll not let people get me on that level. Yeah, because I've come to a place where have discipline, but you see, as human as you are, there's sometimes you get to a place and you lose control. So you have to retaliate. I think maybe I have something like that happened before, but I can't remember exactly what it is. But one of the things that one of the prayers I've prayed over the years that has helped me is that the spirit of tolerance, that I can tolerate people, and it is helping me to now. Okay. So I have that spirit when I do things, and I leave you. If I see that you want to disturb me, I know where I'll handle you. I'll not do it face to face. I'll leave you. I'll come and report you to my father. I'll come to the altar and leave it to my father. That's what I would do, yes. Because for me to stand with you one-on-one and I will do it. Some people can do that, but me, I won't do that. But I'm an altar, I will take you to, and I'll handle the issue over there.
Okay, Papa, before we end this segment, I want you to give advice to the young ones that are coming up in ministry. The platform is there to...
All right. Fellow young ones, what I would like to tell you is that we don't do things because we see people doing it. Ministry is a calling. If you are not called, I went to one training and the speaker said something. He said, if you are not called, don't put on the collar. If you are not called, don't put on the collar. That's how I put it. People, it's nice when people are dressed in their collar, clerical, and they are going. It's nice. If you are not called, don't go there, because ministry is a calling. Don't see people doing it. So I see people organizing program. So let me also go. You may organize, but you may not achieve any results.
True.
Do things because you are led by God. And we should also have a foundation of prayer. What has brought some of us this far? Okay, what has brought some of us this far? Because we have been in this ministry, this singing ministry work in Tamanutan here for 28 years.
Wow.
28 solid years.
28 solid years.
28 years. We've been into it. I get it. And one of the things that I kept on going is the foundation we laid, prayer. Every dawn, praying with the team, praying, fasting, waiting upon the Lord, and those kind of stuff. I get it.
Sure.
You must make sure that we invest into prayer. The gift alone is not enough. You can have a nice voice, but it can't make any impact. You can have a voice that's not too good, but because of a prayer background, the foundation, you make impact. There are people, I don't want to mention names. They don't have a good voice, but because they are prayerful people, when they raise songs, you can feel the Spirit of God. There's some people, they have nice voices and they don't pray. You don't feel any impact.
Sure.
So I want to tell them that they should just take their time. They shouldn't see people doing it and think they can do it. You don't do things because you have the resources. Yeah. That one is very wrong. You don't enter into ministry. Okay, I have keyboard, I have drums,
I have the money.
I think my friend can bring bass, I have money, so let me do. No, it doesn't work like that.
Okay, I like what you said. That if you have not been called, don't put on the collar. Mm-hmm. If you've not been called, don't force yourself to be called.
Yeah.
Because you don't have that capacity.
Yeah.
Papa, God bless you so much for your time and I mean for giving us this opportunity to have some dialogue with you. I'm really blessed with this interview, and I've learned one or two. And I believe you, the audience, our fans, I believe you have also learned something. And whatsoever you have picked from this, I believe that it will go a long way to help you. This is the minister's profile, and I know it will be a blessing. Stay tuned, and we'll see you the next time. Pastor Shadrack or Reverend Shadrack, God bless you for your time. Say,
thank you for coming.
Wow.
Okay.
Viewers, all too soon, we have come to the end of the minister's profile. I am your host, Nana Kwame Bossman. See you again the next time. Bye.